again here. We've got Ryan here with us, and Ryan's been through the march, and he's here to talk today about how he feels as a Canadian civilian about what they're doing to Mark and what they have done to Mark as of today. Go ahead, Ryan.
Well, I think, to be honest with you, it's just outrageous, you know, like, the Canadian government should not, you know, they should have turned it around. You know, I feel bad for Mark in the situation that he's in right now, and the state at hand right now, the states, to me, to be sentenced there, it's costing our economy too much money. Why are they, you know, throwing him in jail for, a publicly grown seed that's perfectly natural? You know, if it wasn't here, why are we all enjoying it?
Absolutely. And again, it's like you said, it's 50 years spread. So giving someone 5 years when in Canada, usually it's probation max.
Yeah.
So, here we are extraditing our Canadian civilian over to America to do 5 years, and it's all political.
Yeah.
Many of us have talked about this, and for us to not look at it as political is crazy, because no other seed vendor in Canada is being extradited for a treaty that not all of us even realize existed. So, once again, thanks, Ryan, for coming on Cannabis in Canada, and look for yourself on YouTube. All right, cheers. Welcome back. Okay, we got Matt here with us, who also took part in the march today. He is a medical marijuana patient and is also out here marching today for Mark. I mean, this is a travesty to take a Canadian civilian, extradite them, put them over into an American jail. Travesty. Go ahead, my friend.
I don't know. It's just not fair. Every Canadian should be concerned right now. This is an attack on our sovereignty. This isn't about marijuana. This is our sovereignty. Agents of another country came into our nation and took away somebody for a crime in Canada. That's a $200 fine. You can't even go to jail for it. A judge wouldn't even waste his time in court for it. It's just ridiculous. It's absurd. And the fact that it's based around marijuana, which is a healing herb, which is helping so many people fight off cannabis. Go to the BC Cancer Agency on 10th Street and you'll see people standing out there with IVs in their arms smoking a fucking joint, pardon my language. It's just not fair. Like any rational thinking person should be just absurdly pissed off about what's happening right now.
Well said, well said. Absolutely. No, you see, this is just it. You see, we got someone like Mark who's been doing this for most of his life, 20 years, and they're putting this man in jail for 5 years for, again, as he said, a $200 fine in Canada. And about a treaty that I don't even know if Mark knew existed, but I didn't know existed. I didn't know you could be extradited from your own country to serve time in a U.S. jail with Big Bubba. That just don't make sense to me, man. And as med patients, we certainly can relate. If it wasn't for people like Mark, there wouldn't be a medical marijuana program. It took patients, and it took people to also help those patients. And it was people like Mark doing that. So. That's
why I came out here today, because I realized he helped a lot with the medical marijuana issue in Canada. Like, if it weren't for him, I would be dead, because I'm 2 years past my the date the doctor said that I'd be gone. He gave me 8 months to live, and I'm here two years later, 2 years and about 3 months. I contribute cannabis to it. Allows me to do what I need to do, and the fact that this guy's going to jail for selling seeds, people in the United States want the same relief that I'm getting. Isn't it a human right to be able to go to the store on your own energy and not have to lean over and vomit out blood because you're dying of cancer?
Good point. Even on that, right to autonomy, your Section 7 right to autonomy. People in Canada, please understand, Terry Parker established this in 1987 that you can use it, 1997 that you can grow it. So, you do have a right to autonomy. You're proving your medical problem is just a medical marijuana Health Canada regime. But to exercise your right to autonomy is a fundamental constitutional right. You can choose to exercise. And medical patients did. And if it weren't for people like Mr. Emery helping to push us along, we wouldn't be where we are in Canada today, especially here in BC. So once again, we thank Mark, and thank you for coming on the show today, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing what you keep doing, man. Keep it up.
Cheers. Welcome back. Okay, so we're sitting up in the Vapor Lounge now. The march is over. We've interviewed Jacob. We've talked to a few different people. We got Guppy here and Sean with us, decked out in the Mark shirts. They marched around the city expressing support for Mark today. And Guppy's going to give us a little bit. Guppy's one of our elders here, so he's got lots that he can fill us in on, and we're just going to let him fill us in on why he marched today, not only for Mark, but for the movement.
A couple two reasons that I'm marching for March. One, our sovereignty. I'm ex-military, and what the hell is the DEA charging citizens in our country for a law that we have a fine of $200 for, and they want him for 10 years to life per charge? Bogus. Number two, marijuana is the tree of life. Without marijuana, I would probably be dead now. 5 years ago, after years of pharmaceuticals, I was 129 pounds. I am 6'3".